This cool little fly is the High-Def Baetis. It's a super simple attractor pattern that can be tied in any color of angel hair and on any size hook. I'm using tan unithread, 8/0, and a Daiichi 1640 size 16 hook. Go ahead and start a base of thread on the hook shank and wrap it back towards the bend. That's where we're going to tie in some pheasant tail fibers for the tail. I like a sparsely tied tail and typically use 2 to 4 fibers. Capture your pheasant tail with 1 or 2 wraps and then simply pull on the butt ends to adjust the length to your liking. I like a shorter tail, but the longer ones work too. Tie down the remaining fibers and trim the excess before bringing your thread back to the original tie-in point. Now the body material we're using is a flashy synthetic called angel hair. This is a pheasant tail color. For larger size flies, like this 16, I'm going to grab 8 to 10 fibers from the pack. If you're tying on smaller hooks, I would use maybe 3 to 5 fibers. Fold this clump of angel hair in half over your finger and look for any rogue pieces of flash that are just too short for the group, straying from the herd. I like to just pull these fibers out completely. Then you can stroke all the ends together and trim off the tips to make them even. If those tips are splayed out in all directions, a little saliva will tame them down before bringing them to the hook to be tied in. Capture that clump of angel hair on the near side of the hook shank and wrap up towards the thorax area. That's going to leave you with a beautiful little loop of angel hair hanging off the backside of this fly. This next step can be a little bit difficult to manage, but just take your time and you'll do fine. You can start pulling these fibers to make them taut, force them to group up together. You might find that they're more likely to come together near the tie-in point of the hook. With a set of plunger-style hackle pliers, grasp one side or one group of the fibers and then slide those pliers down to the midpoint of the loop. Then you can straighten the materials and slowly twist the pliers with your fingers to create a really nice noodle. Begin with touching wraps up the hook shank to create a really shiny body all the way to the thorax. Just love the look of it. When you get your body looking the way you like, capture your angel hair noodle with your thread and pull it rearward. Put a few wraps over the top to keep that material there for the wing case. Then you can trim your noodle in the middle and let those fibers unfurl and straighten out. For the thorax, we're keeping it really simple with some nice iridescent peacock curl. 2 or 3 fibers are all you're going to need. Just trim the butt ends and tie them on in front. Make 2 or 3 turns with this peacock coming toward the eye. Keep it fairly sparse. After you tie off the peacock and trim the excess, you can bring your leftover angel hair back over the top to form a really beautiful shiny wing case. Just love it. Looks so nice. Capture that with a few turns of thread, pull it back, add a few more turns in front, then trim off your excess angel hair. Add a couple half hitches or a whip finish, and then trim off your thread. For the last step, I'm going to grab some UV resin, put a drop of that on the wing case, hit it with the light. You can add a little bit to the body material as well, if it helps you sleep at night. I just love the look of this simple little fly. Really appreciate its versatility. I hope you try it out on your home waters. These are all the materials you'll need to tie some High-Def Baetis at home. Red, olive, black, and yellow make really beautiful bodies as well. Go to hagensfish.com to find everything that you need. Call Lorie if you have any questions. Share your favorite fly patterns and all your fly fishing wisdom on the Fly Tying University Facebook page. Larva Lace is a proud partner of the Fish Stories Archive at fishstories.org. Thanks for adding Larva Lace to your tying materials list. Tight lines and best fishes.